my partner, Michael Lonehigh, and myself, we got this acquirement because we're in the search business, right? We got Look Smart, we have all the data, we're clickable, and we also have ShopSmart, right? So this is a very important product that we did, with you, and it's a great product because at the beginning stages of the product, you explained everything to me. So I want you to go over the product. And by the way, it's going to be a press release from both parties, a PR web press release from both parties. So I want you to explain to the audience there this whole platform that you have, that you've built. We've put a lot into it, and now we're ready to go to market. So tell us a little bit about it.
So, thanks for having me on this call. I'm very excited about our partnership. To talk about SeekNShop's vision, the name itself says Seek and Shop. The idea is today people are actually searching on several websites, for shopping, whether it is e-commerce, automotive, property search. They're actually searching for information. They're not able to find information instantly and accurately. They have to go through volumes of filters, volumes of pages, kind of click through various pages, and lot of clicks by the time, by the time they actually get to the actual product they want, which means they actually spend 15 to 20 minutes to kind of go through all the filters, all the pages, and finally come to a product. And on average, a customer spends less than 2 minutes on any shopping website. And typically they go back to Google, which means the website is actually losing out on the customer potentially making a purchase. And also they're actually losing them to their competitors. This is why most of the websites, even top websites like Amazon, Macy's, Home Depot, etc., have bounce rates of more than 50%, which means half of your traffic that is coming to your website is leaving from the homepage itself. That is actually a huge loss. And imagine all the other e-commerce sites which are not as big as Amazon or as big as Walmart, right? They are actually losing much more. And to change this, one of the major contributors for this bounce rate and search exit rates is actually a bad search. When I say bad search, your search may still be working, but the problem with search today is it is very keyword driven. So it will actually try to find you the exact match of the keywords which a user specifies. And that most of the time might not exactly match. People might ask just like a human kind of language, especially with the interfaces like Alexa and Google Home and all these kind of interfaces. People are used to speaking naturally, and that is not enabled in most of the shopping websites. And because it's a keyword matching product, keyword matching technology with respect to search, it tries to get you, let's say you type a 22 MP camera or 22 MP mobile, it'll try to get you mobile and 22 MP matching in the title. And if the title doesn't have, you're up for a toss, right? You don't even get the product. You get actually even on top websites like that. So fundamentally what we wanted to get with respect to search is, with respect to product discovery, the advantages of a physical store or a physical dealership is that there is a salesman to attend to the customer, and they will show you guided product discovery. You might ask, hey, I need an Audi below 20K, used Audi below 20K with a kid seat and probably like a Wi-Fi and below 2000 cc and maybe like less than 10,000 miles driven or something like that. You can ask, you can speak your mind, whatever you want, and the salesman is able to understand that requirement and show you the appropriate products. And that's why the conversions on in physical dealerships or physical stores, retail stores, is higher, much higher. But that model cannot scale because you have to hire infinite number of salesmen for infinite number of traffic. The advantage that online presence is, you can have millions of traffic on your website, but there is no capability for the buyer to kind of explain what they want. So here, there is less relevance and more clicks, which means people are actually distracted and they lose their journey. And there is no ability for the buyer to kind of explain what they want. And because of this complex keyword matching and complex click-based search, people actually leave the website, which leads to high abandonment rates and naturally to low conversion rates. And that is the problem we set out to solve. So we solved this problem in a way that I mean, it is kind of similar to Alexa or Google Home, but it's that you have the capability of a deeper Alexa for your own website that works on your own catalog. So it's a natural language context aware search that will understand what the user is typing and kind of get you whatever you want. And this search is easily scalable across categories, across domains. I mean, e-commerce or property search or automotive or any kind of domain, any kind of vertical. And then across multiple categories within the same, let's say e-commerce, you're a marketplace with thousands of categories. It can scale across thousands of categories and millions of products pretty easily. And it is a REST API, so it can be easily plugged into desktop web or mobile web, or even a mobile app, or even a kiosk, a physical kiosk, which people have in stores, right? I mean, it can be plugged in anywhere. And additional capabilities of this search, as I go through, I mean, I'll explain more, but additional capabilities of this search is that you can even allow non-inventory searches. Like, for example, people have returns, refunds, some policies, additional information on the website beyond just the inventory, right? I mean, that is not even discoverable most of the times. People have to go back to Google, type, let's say, Amazon return policy or something like that for electronics, and then go to that link. And even non-inventory searches are possible. And more importantly, given user is speaking in a natural language and kind of mentioning their requirements, you actually get a lot of customer behavioral insights, which indicate that what is the stock that users are looking for, what is the kind of inventory users are focusing on, and based on that, you can actually stock your inventory. And so you get actually inventory and search insights based on search behavior of the customers. So these are some of the advantages. And naturally, all these capabilities of the product will help you improve your conversions. It will help you reduce the bad result and no result pages. It will actually improve, I mean, reducing your bounce rates. It'll improve your conversions and user engagement. And
I have a question for you.
yeah.
So I go to Amazon a lot. A lot of my family members go on. So we go to Amazon, and sometimes with Amazon, I see that I leave Amazon and I go to Facebook and I get the retargeting.
Yes.
So I click back on Amazon and I got to start all over again. Are you telling me that our platform, right? Our platform will know where you were last at?
Yes.
No?
So
Okay.
given we track a user, I mean, let me just show you a sample before we get there. Let's say your query is Audi below 100K, above 2000 cc, right? You got all Audis above 2000 cc and below 100K. Let's say all of them are Audis and below 100K and 2000 cc. Now, these are your criteria. This particular search is retained and kind of mapped to your user ID in a way, even if it is anonymous, right? It is kind of mapped. And this information can be fed to your, and for the seller or the dealer can actually feed this information to their Facebook retargeting. So when people are retargeted, they can come back to this exact search. They don't need to click all the filters. They don't need to click through all the pages and etc. to get to this search. So all your criteria can be retained in a way. So I mean, you can actually get to where you left off.
Very interesting. Okay, so that's a question that I had, because that's going to help. That's really going to help the increase. You're really going to increase your conversion rate and you're going to lower your bounce rate, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to do two things. Using the Google tags, right? You're going to really monitor this type of product, the kind of result that it's going to have.
Yes. Also, additional advantage for the dealer or the seller, right, is that they can kind of target this long tail SEO. I mean, just to elaborate what long tail SEO means, everyone bids for Audi, right? Everyone bids for used Audi or used Honda kind of keywords on Google or Bing, but no one bids for Audi below 100K or Audi below 20K with a dog seat, or Audi below 20K with which is less than 2 years old, or 2022 Audi, something like that. These kind of multiple criteria keywords are not bidded because there is no way. I mean, you have to put additional effort to kind of build specific pages for those search keywords. And that is a lot of effort. You can't keep building for all those long tail keywords. I mean, agreed, the traffic might not be as big as Audi, but long tail keywords also get good amount of traffic. And the cost for those AdWords are pretty low. So you can actually use this search kind of to target long tail SEO whatever might be your criteria, whatever you're selling, whatever combinations you want to try, all those combinations you can kind of target for long tail SEO through AdWords, long tail keywords, etc.
Great. So go ahead, keep doing this.
So, I mean, anyways, now that we've got to the product demo, let me actually show you how it works. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the search in most of the websites, cars.com or Carvana. When I'm just picking the top websites so that just to show the quality of technology. Today, it is still like, I mean, you can't type Audi below 25K, let's say, right? Because, I mean, first of all, it takes time and it gave me zero results. It gave me zero results. They do have Audi, but still you don't get results. I mean, the results are zero. Primarily because they are actually stuck on Audi below 220K, and it's like a keyword model. It is trying to find below, it is trying to find 25K. It doesn't understand 25K as price, etc. It's not natural language driven. It is still very keyword driven. Similar to cars.com. I mean, this is how the old technology is, the keyword based technology. Nothing wrong, but it has its limitations. That's all we're trying to show. And if
Yes.
you want advanced searches, right, you have to go through hundreds of drop downs. Imagine scrolling through all these drop downs and I mean, figuring out what matters.
And that's where, if you look through, there's a platform called SimilarWeb, and you
Yeah.
see the bounce rates, right?
Yeah.
It's very, like, we have all the right tools and we know what the bounce rate is on all these products. The bounce rate is actually higher in the last 6 months than it's ever been. It's terrible.
Yeah, you go to cars.com, bounce rate is almost 50%.
Yeah, they're all 50%.
Yeah.
As what we're doing. We are installing this product now that it's ready, and we've done all the A/B testing. Now that it's ready, we're installing it in ShopSmart,
Yes.
this product. So, and we're installing in a lot of other companies that we have that has to do with search.
Yeah.
The product is really a great product and a great opportunity to improve the end user. Okay, the user experience must be top notch, because with that user experience, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a higher conversion, you're going to get a bigger ROI on AdWords. Okay, because they spend a lot of money on ads, you know, everybody does. You're going to get a much bigger ROI. So, and this technology is very, very feasible. We've made it to the point where it's very feasible. We'll put the email here. You can type in the email to reach out, richie@shopandseek.io. And one of our team members will schedule a call with you, as this is very, very important. Let's talk about something. ROI on your Google AdWords, ROI on your retargeting ads, right?
Yes.
Because it's a search technology with AI and the language, right? So it's key. So go ahead, tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I mean, it understands, it is able to correct spelling mistakes. I mean, I've actually typed Porsche wrong. And it is actually, I mean, as I showed you in the previous example, it is, you can just type 5 seats and 2 doors and whatever combinations. And it also has a powerful auto suggest where it will actually suggest you some of the cars. For example, I mean, you can actually configure what kind of auto suggest you want. Like in this case, we configured more title based, but you can configure auto suggest based on whether most type keywords. I mean, you have multiple options for selecting the kind of auto suggest you want. You can even promote what products you want. When people type Audi, right? I mean, you're actually getting all Audis. But then what kind of products do you want to promote? Some of the older ones in stock, which have been the days on market for quite some time, or you want to promote some of the newer ones which came through, or whatever. I mean, you can do custom promoting for a week or two so that you can sell some of the stock. So dealers have the control to kind of promote certain products as well, and dealers have the control to kind of do non-inventory searches. And I mean, as you have seen, for inventory searches, it works seamlessly well. We actually commit to more than 99% accuracy in search. In fact, no one in the world commits to an accuracy on search primarily because today it's keyword driven technology, so you can't commit to an accuracy on enterprise search. But we can commit to more than 98, 99% accuracy on search. And it is less than 50 milliseconds response time, which means it is super fast, as you can see.
The other thing that I wanted to go over was how is the integration with this product? Let's say I'm a dealership and I want to get it. What is the process of the integration?
The integration is actually 2 steps. I mean, it's pretty simple integration. Normally takes less than 2 days to 1 week, depending on how long the dealership takes. From our side, the integration is less than 2 days. We expect, I mean, whether it's the dealership or the e-commerce site or anyone, they can just share their product feed or product catalog as a CSV or XML or JSON. Any format is acceptable, just a flattened data of their inventory with all the attributes. Once they share that, and we define a frequency. I mean, depends on the e-commerce or dealership website. I mean, how frequently they refresh the product. Some people refresh it daily, some people refresh it hourly, etc. Depending on the site or app, they can tell us the frequency and provide the feed, which is differential. I mean, for the first time they provide the entire feed, but later on they can just provide whatever products have been added, etc., which is the differential feed. Once they provide the feed, they get an API, and the API is actually, so this search bar on any website, the backend call will go to our API, which is the SeekNShop API, once they provide it, and that's it. So they just need to provide the feed, and they just need to integrate the REST API into their search
Okay,
bar.
so it's a pretty easy process.
It's just 2-step process, pretty easy. I mean, hardly takes less than 1 or 2 days to.
At the end of the day, we're providing a solution to dealerships and e-commerce. We already have e-commerce customers on, so we figured let's take this to the dealer space to increase their conversion. They're spending a lot of money, and now what's going to happen is, because how the market is, the behavior of the market, I figure in the next 3 or 4 months, now they're going to have to start doing ads a lot. They're going to have to start generating a lot of different things to increase. So it's in perfect timing. And we had it scheduled for this new product to hit in November, and we've already got it out there in a different industry. So our next video is going to be talking about the product and some customers. Okay. So it's very interesting how this has come at the right time, because, if we would have put this product out a year ago, the deals weren't doing a lot of ads, weren't doing a lot of stuff. They were just, the market was so hot that it didn't matter, right? Now it's going to matter as
especially after
next year.
Yeah, especially after COVID. I mean, we've seen a lot of businesses. I mean, previously it was more 50-50 online and offline businesses, but after COVID, I mean, the online part, the digital part has increased drastically. Everyone has to focus on their digital assets. I mean, which is the website, app, or whatever it is. I mean, whether it is e-commerce, automotive, everyone has been hit in the physical aspects of selling. So online selling has increased drastically, and more people are actually going more and more online and virtual, which means they have to focus on improving their websites, differentiating it from the customers, adding these kind of add-ons and products, which actually add a lot of value to consumer behavior and consumer journey, that will help them increase their sales and convert more. And more,
like the biggest thing is dealers and e-commerce sites all listen to data, right? So we have the data to show anybody the difference behind it, because we've put this product out for a year plus, right? And we're getting all this data and all this behavior stuff and all that. So we can show dealers bounce rates. We can show these. Data is what really matters, as data is very important. So we have all the data first, right? So then a dealer can identify the type of product it is. And we got already the e-commerce. We're reaching out to automotive sector, but we also are reaching out now to the healthcare sector, right?
Yeah, and property search is actually another exciting buying place, because I mean, the more and more the cost of the product increases. Property costs a lot. I mean, your autos, I mean, vehicles cost a lot. Whenever some product you're buying costs a lot, users are bound to research more before they buy. So, I mean, this is actually a good product research, product discovery tool that will help you research easily. For example, you can simply say, show me a 2 BHK condo between 200K and 300K, whatever, with something in Atlanta, and it will actually get you all the homes in Atlanta that actually match the criteria. Or you can simply just say, like, I need a 13 MP camera, selfie camera phone below some XUSD and with some RAM and memory, right? I mean, just like you are talking to a physical person, more human driven, more human language driven kind of searches, and faster and accurate, so that you can discover more and more and kind of get to the accurate result you wanted, accurate product that matches your criteria.
Right. And the biggest thing that I said about the healthcare part, there's a lot of medication
Yes.
that's like organic, right? That is like, it's like home stuff. There's a lot of sites like that, especially the vitamin sites that are considered healthcare too. And people don't have the time. They're there because they have high blood pressure. They have something. It's more like more an emergency thing, right?
Yes.
It's more to find out what product works for them. So when you type in that keyword, this automatically puts it right at ease. So we're identifying what we got. E-commerce is in. Automotive, that's what we're trying to do. Recruitment is the next thing that's in right now as the workforce. All right, in the United States, everybody's having this major problem with workforce. All the recruitment sites that have the search are going to be getting this. We already have that put in place. The healthcare is the next thing that we're taking it, automotive and healthcare. And the real estate market, as we have a lot in the real estate market, that's part of our whole data thing with the mortgages and all that. So we have that already. So our biggest thing is the automotive sector. Second would be the healthcare, because it's really a need, really an important need for the peoples to be. Health is wealth, right? When you're healthy, you can overcome anything, right? You're wealthy, right? And then the recruitment, because of the workforce, what happened since COVID, that workforce is a problem.
I mean, just to recap on the integration part, this is how it is integrated. It's a simple REST API based integration.
Yep.
And we've also won a lot of awards. I mean, for this product, I mean, we've won several awards across various countries. I mean, we've been published on several magazines as well. So yeah, I mean, this product has got a lot of recognition as well in the market.
Well, Sarath, thanks a lot for your call today.
Thanks, Richie.
We will put this together for you, and thank you so much. And again, we're very happy. We're pleased with our partnership. We're pleased that we're taking this to the next level. And it's great because my partner, which is Michael Onhai, wanted to do this, wanted to get this product as we saw the development phase growing and growing and growing, and we're ready for the market now.
Great.
So thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me, Richie. Thank you.